Welcome to my channel. I'm Trish Espina, and today we're going to have another one of our baking sessions, okay? So for today, we're still going to prepare for our Christmas preparation. So yung mga gustong magbenta at magnegosyo dyan ng magandang kumikitang kabuhayan para sa Pasko, this is one of the best products na laging hinahanap sa akin tuwing Christmas. We're going to bake today Rebel Bars. For the ingredients, we're going to need 2 sets of ingredients. The first set is we're going to need 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoon vanilla, 3 cups oats. So you can choose quick cooking oats or instant oats, whatever you want. 2.5 cups all-purpose flour, and then in the 2.5 all-purpose flour, we're going to combine it with 1 teaspoon baking soda and 1 teaspoon salt. Okay, so for the second set of ingredients, this is the chocolate mixture. We're going to need 250 grams of chopped chocolate. So for this recipe, I'm going to use dark chocolate or bittersweet chocolate. 1 can of condensed milk, which we will divide. We will only be using 3/4 cup, and the 1/4 cup we will be combining with the first set of ingredients. 2 tablespoon butter, 2 teaspoon vanilla, 1 teaspoon salt, and 50 grams of chopped walnut. So if you want it with more walnuts, you can increase the walnut to 100 grams. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so one of the most common methods of mixing in baking is what we call the creaming method. So that's what we will be using here. So the creaming method always starts with creaming the butter and the sugar. Okay, so I'm going to use this whole. So make sure that your butter is at room temperature. So malambot na to. First, let's cream the butter. So notice that the speed of my mixer is at 4. Okay, nasa 4 lang ako. And then let's add our brown sugar. Okay. So if you notice, I'm using very dark brown sugar. Again, this is creaming method. Cream the butter and the sugar first. And then add your egg one at a time. Okay? So, in adding egg, it is important that we add the egg only one at a time. Okay? Again, why? This ensures proper emulsification of our mixture. Okay? So, yung mga normally na mga bagay na hindi nagko-combine like langis at saka liquid. So, butter is also considered as oil. Parang oil din yan. So, pag nilagay natin yung egg na hindi maayos, hihiwalay yan doon sa mixture. Okay? So, especially if you have liquid like milk. Yan. So, adding eggs one at a time ensures proper emulsification, and it also allows our sugar to melt and to dissolve slowly. Okay? So, creaming method is also important na one at a time yung egg kasi it also aids in the incorporation of air. Okay? So, dun sa ating mixture. So, while I'm going to leave this running kasi gusto ko matunaw yung granules ng sugar bago ko maglagay ng liquid at yung dry ingredients, we're going to combine all the dry ingredients. Okay? So, here we have our oats, and then this is 3 cups of oats and 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I have already sifted the all-purpose flour a while ago. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so make sure that you whisk it. Again, I'm doing this while the mixer is running. Okay? Since our mixture is already well combined, I'm going to slowly add my vanilla. And then turn it off for a while. And then add your dry ingredients. So again, kung napapanood nyo yung mga previews ko na mga video, Food for the Gods and Fudgy Brownies, I like removing my paddle attachment and using this to first combine the wet and the dry ingredients. So it prevents my flour from flying in all direction. Okay? Para hindi ako naliligo ng harina. We're going to run this for I don't know if it's a few seconds. Yan. Speed is at 2 initially, and then I'm going to increase it to 4. So, hindi ko na rin ito pagtatagalin. Sandali lang to. So, less than a minute. And then, I'm going to turn it off. Okay? Okay, so let's combine also the 1/4 can of condensed milk. Okay, so you can use whatever condensed milk that you want. Okay, so yan, makikita nyo 3/4 pa yung natitira because gagamitin natin to for our chocolate sauce. Okay, so after about a minute of mixing, this is how it's going to look. Okay, so again, the darkness will be depending on the darkness of the sugar or the lightness of the sugar you used. So the color will vary. Okay, so you will see that the oats and the dry ingredients already is well mixed together with the wet ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to use I'm going to reserve approximately 1/3 of this mixture. Actually, I already weighed it. Okay. And I'm using 350 grams and reserving it for the top. Okay? Okay, so make sure that you have preheated your oven. Don't forget to preheat your oven to approximately 330 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So, we will bake this later, but I'm going to show you how to assemble this first. Okay, so transfer this to your prepared pan and flatten this. Okay, 350 grams is reserved for the top, and the bottom part will use the remaining. Okay, so make sure that you flatten this in your jelly roll pan. Don't worry that it's going to be thin because we're going to still have the chocolate mixture and the remaining dough that we will be using on top. Okay, so those who have assistants there, I have a very supportive husband. So when I'm baking, this is a job actually reserved for my husband. So I'm not, yung asawa ko pag ginagawa niya to talagang pantay na pantay. So siya yung nagpa-flatten nito parati para sa akin. Because I usually have several orders because I usually make assorted pastry boxes like this one. Okay, so ipapakita ko sa inyo yung mga assorted pastry boxes na ginagawa ko, especially during Christmas, pag sabay-sabay yung maraming orders. So it's actually a very popular product because they get to eat different assorted pastries in only one box. So yung mga nagtitipid pero gustong makatikim ng maraming dessert, it's also a good idea for Christmas giveaways, Christmas gifts, or even for you at home. So, papantayin lang natin siya. Pwede rin kamayin to. Yan. Mas madali siyang ipantay. Like that. Okay. So, I find it easier because it doesn't stick to the gloves. Lalo na kung marami kayong orders, nagmamadali kayo. Yan. Isa tong technique para mapabilis yung trabaho niyo. Okay? So, after making our dough, okay, so the bottom part of our Rebel bar, we're going to make our chocolate mixture. Okay? So, this is what makes our Rebel bar chewy and moist. And ang okay dito, kahit lumalagpas na minsan ng 1 week, chewy pa rin siya. Kaya masarap siya. Okay? Going to just combine all the ingredients. So, this is 3/4 of the condensed milk remaining from our first mixture. Reserve your walnut kasi pang ibabaw lang natin to. And then put your butter, 2 tablespoons. and your salt. Okay, iinitin ko na yung pan. Okay, wag masyadong malakas guys ha. Tapos yung vanilla. And then your chocolate. So, yung chopping board, kung mapapansin nyo, nilagyan ko siya ng parchment kasi mahirap linisin yung chocolate kung makapit dun sa chopping board. Kaya ito, it also makes it easier for me to pour it into the saucepan. Okay? So, babantayan nyo to. Hindi to pwedeng masyadong mainit na mainit kasi pag naluto yung chocolate, nasusunog siya. Okay? So, kailangan tempered siya. So, kailangan hinaan nyo yung inyong heat to low, medium. Parang ganon. Okay? So, we don't want to overcook our chocolate. Tine-temper lang natin yung chocolate para mag-melt siya, no? So, actually, if you're using very good quality chocolate, like Belgian chocolates, pwede nyo nang i-microwave. So, pwede nyo nang gawin to sa microwave. I-mix nyo lang. Make sure that it's well combined. Okay, wag kayo mainip guys kasi mas maganda yung slow cook lang to para hindi masunog yung tsokolate natin. Again, we're just using ordinary dark chocolate compound kaya kailangan mag-ingat tayo kasi madaling masunog yung mga ganun. So, this is called tempering. Okay, so tine-temper lang natin yung chocolate natin. So, very, very low heat. And you notice, makapal yung saucepan na gamit ko dito. Okay, so hintayin ko lang na matunaw yung chocolate. Na wala na siyang buo-buo. May konti pa. So, papatayin ko na yung apoy kasi may remaining heat pa to na natitira. So, if you notice, mabilis lang siyang gawin, no? Ayan, medyo kumukulo siya. Papatayin ko na siya. Continue to mix until all the chocolate is melted. And then, we're going to pour this on our prepared first mixture. Okay? Kaya ako nilalagyan ng parchment, habang niluluto natin to, parang kumukulo yung chocolate sa loob. Tapos, nag-overspill siya dun sa gilid. So, I usually put a cookie sheet underneath this pan to make sure na hindi mapunta dun sa oven ko kasi mahirap siya linisin, nasusunog yung chocolate. Dumidikit siya dun sa ilalim ng oven kapag hindi natin nilagyan ng cookie sheet kapag nagkaroon ka ng overspill. So, this parchment also helps dun sa overspill. So, I found out na mas madali siya kasi nasasalo siya nung natitirang parchment dun sa edge. So, make sure habang mainit pa to, mas-spread na natin to. And then, let's proceed to the last part, which is putting the remaining dough on top. Okay? So, it's very important that you wear gloves doing this kasi dumidikit to sa kamay. Very sticky sa kamay. So, i-close up ko para makita nyo kung paano ko nilalagay yung topping. Okay? So, make sure that the 1/3 or yung 350 grams na ni-reserve nyo is magkakasya dun sa top nyo. Okay? So, iba-ibang mga bakers, iba-iba yung diskarte nila para mailagay yung nasa ibabaw. So, ito yung akin na style. So, we will be baking this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So, very tricky kasi ang temperature, no? Sa baking, isa yan sa mga pinaka mahirap i-control kasi the time and the temperature sometimes depends on the size of the oven that you have. So, ngayon, ang daming mga bakers na beginner na nagsisimula sa mga maliliit na oven, no? So, even if we have a standard mga time dito, kaya lang usually kasi yung mga ginagamit namin is commercial oven o kaya yung mga malalaking ovens. So, pagka lumiit yung ovens na ginagamit nyo, nag-iiba, nagma-vary yung time kung gaano katagal natin to isasalang. Kaya, it's very important that when you have a new product like this, or when you have a new oven na gagamitin nyo, bantayan nyo talaga or tutukan nyo talaga yung pagbe-bake nyo dun sa oven nyo. Okay? Kasi minsan kahit may mga guidelines tayo dun sa recipe, nakalagay na kung ilan yung temperature, ilan yung time. Minsan, bakit ganon nasunog? O kaya minsan, bakit ganon hindi pa luto? So again, it depends on the different ovens that you have. So mag-a-adjust talaga kayo. At titimplahin nyo talaga, kakasunduin nyo muna yung oven nyo. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo, oh, tinatansya ko to kasi baka mamaya magkulang ako, tas may bungi na part dun sa ano. Tas mahirap na siyang tanggalin kasi nakakapit siya dun sa chocolate. Kasi malambot yung chocolate eh. Okay? So, make sure na ma-allocate nyo siya, magkasya sa lahat ng parts. Okay? Ng inyong pan, sa buong pan. Okay? So, parang kukulangin ako So, spread ko na siya. So, kailangan tatansyahin nyo siya na magkasya dun sa buong pan nyo. Okay, yan. So, spread ko yun dito. Okay? So, I'm going to sprinkle my walnut on top. I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately mga 30 minutes. Okay? So, ilalagay ko yung time and temperature para wag nyong makalimutan. So, dinidiin ko yung walnut kasi pag binibiyak ko to, usually natatanggal yung walnut, napupunta lang dun sa ilalim ng tray. So, sayang naman yung walnut, ang mahal-mahal ng walnut. So, dinidiin ko siya kapag nilagay ko siya. Okay? So, this is ready for the oven. And ipapakita ko sa inyo pag natapos na. Okay, so this is how it will look like when you take it out from the oven. Okay? So, you will notice that there are overspills like this one. So, even if we have parchment, medyo maikli yung parchment na nalagay ko. So, it's going to be better if you have underliner na cookie sheet na ginamit ninyo for this one. Okay? So, immediately after taking out from the oven, what we usually do is we usually scrape the sides using, again, your plastic spatula only. So, we usually scrape. Yan, malambot pa yung chocolate. O, makikita nyo. Oh. Kasi pag malamig na siya, matigas na. So, mas matigas na siya, mas mahirap siyang tanggalin. Okay. So, you can wait for this to cool down before cutting. But, in reality, kapag nagmamadali na tayo at marami tayong orders, minsan kahit mainit pa, kinakat ko na to. So, kinakat ko siya kasi pag marami akong orders, kailangan mabilis kayo kumilos, no? Pwede naman. So, hintayin ko lang siyang medyo lumamig kahit mga around 5 minutes. So, I bake this at exactly 30 minutes dun sa oven ko. Again, depends on your oven. So, mapapansin nyo kailangan tuyo na yung surface. Okay? So, makikita natin, oh, tuyo na is dry, completely dry. Okay? So, wag natin intayin na masyadong matagal sa oven kasi pag nasunog siya, dry siya, hindi siya masarap. So, yung chewiness niya nababawasan. Kaya, this will yield you 9 times 7. So, there's our Rebel bar. So, ipapako na lang yan guys para makita nyo. Yan, lumalabas yung nag-ooze out yung chocolate sa gilid. Kaya gusto ko minsan, kinakat ko siya habang medyo mainit-init pa siya para makikita ko. Pero mamaya ko pa siya ibabox kasi mapupunta lang siya sa gloves ko. Didikit siya sa gloves ko. So, ito, kukul ko completely. Kung malamig na, tsaka pa lang ako magbabox. Okay? So, again guys, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting my channel. See you next time!